Let's build a sofa! Okay, so I had to go and think about my build strategy a bit more. I've got this frame started. I think I've decided I have enough wood to go ahead and make this a pull-out. So it'll go from about 20 inches to making like basically a twin bed. I'm using this piece of leftover slab from the countertop to be the armrest. So right now I'm just trying to figure out the overall height that I want that to be. I realize I didn't incorporate that into the frame last night, so I'm gonna build this 2x4 chunk on the end here and then connect this frame into that. Can we just take a minute to look at this tree? Springtime in Florida, I have to say. 7 years here, and these things do make me like Florida, but I'm looking forward to the new adventures as well. However, I'm very grateful for this warmth in March. While most people are getting snow, we are getting spring flowers. So, super grateful. Wanted to share that with you. Boink! So I'm gonna make this front one land at 18, and the slats will go on here, and then this front piece will get built where it'll be the pull out with the other slats, and should come out to like about here, which would give it a nice little twin bed. Not really necessary for me. I don't know how often I'll need an extra bed, but I just like the idea of adding it into the small space, still creating storage, but giving this a multi-use function, space to be reading or creating, writing, and to be able to lounge and look out the window at wherever I'm parked. So that's the intention behind this versus doing a dinette or some sort of table system. I was looking at doing like a flip-up table from the wall and a pull-out ottoman. Had some different ideas going, but at the end of the day, I just really want a really nice, comfortable space that offers me some good interior storage in here for mostly like probably my clothes and like daily use things. And then in the event somebody visits or have guests, there's an extra place to sleep and convert it into a bed. So I like the idea of multifunctional, and that's what I'm gonna go with. So wish me luck and peace. Some morning brain clouds and hair. So I just cut the wood wrong like 3 times, and I have scraps to work with, so I'm gonna recut a piece. this is the back side of the sofa, and of course we avoided the metal rail on this side, but I have to notch it out for the other end. So where'd it go? I'm just drawing a little tick mark there about how far in you need to take it out, and I'm just going to use the handy dandy jigsaw that's currently missing a blade to just notch that out, and then it'll wedge onto that railing from the existing bus rail, similar to what we did with the kitchen, and it worked really well, and it actually really holds it in there extra tight and gives it a little extra strength. So I'm gonna notch that out, and then should have the backside mostly framed in, the majority of it. And there you have it, little notchy notch, super easy, and it'll fit snug onto the rail. Ba-dee! Ding ding ding. Alright, got the basic frame. There's the little notch, and this is 18 inches across, so it's a nice cushion depth and still gonna have like a little pillow. But then when I add the pull-out chunk in the front, that'll add additional 2 inches, so we'll be at 20 inches across, but still gives me plenty of leg room in here, and always able to add like a flip-up table. But yes, this is where I'm at. I'm gonna add some side structural support now, and then tie that together. And then I should be able to make the front frame and go ahead and start adding the slats. And hey, we might have a couch by the end of the day. Welcome back to another day on the sofa. I have redesigned it this morning. I ran around to several flooring places and got some flooring to try out. So currently trying to decide between dark and light. The decisions. So what I've decided to do with the sofa couch is create 2 separate pullouts in the front. There'll be one over here, which will be like the main storage, and this one, which will be a smaller one that will lift up and also pull out separately. So it'll create a little L-shape couch seating area, and then if you pull both of them out, you will have a twin bed. So after looking at it more, just kind of playing around with the ideas, if I'm gonna go ahead and build all of this and create all of these pulley out thingies, then I might as well just do it in a couple chunks and create it to be even different and more unique. So that's what I'm doing. It's a little more challenging, but I'm figuring it out. I also had realized this armrest was too wide, and so I couldn't lift the previously built front piece. It was gonna hit. So I've shortened the ends to have more of a gap on the end to give it some tolerance for clearance from both the bed here and also along the armrest. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to yoga soon. So the rest of today is going to basically be me zenning out because I need to recalibrate. Peace. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good in the neighborhood. It's a really beautiful day in the neighborhood, or on the farm, or wherever you are. I hope it's a beautiful day, and it's all good. Stay present, be here now. Let's build a sofa. just gonna screw this in. I totally stripped that side because I did not pre-drill. Don't be lazy, pre-drill. I'll just bring you back out. And you, and you, and you. The next one is the piece that's going over there. I've got the little shorties. I've cut these about a half an inch shorter than this back one, these, so that when I add the flooring, that piece can move freely out. So these verticals are a little bit shorter, and then these are 16 inches. We're gonna have the little pull-out couch over on the side, or the little L piece. So I made it 16 because that's a good little bench seat, and it also works with the slats I have and the slats I found in the garbage. So when you're working with what you have, things get tricky and wonky, and there's more problem solving, but in the end, it's still lumber and it's still holding things together, so it'll be beautiful. And you won't even see it anyway. But yeah, so here we go. This is turning into one hefty sofa. Okay, so I found this little piece of pallet wood, and I'm going to use it to cut 1-inch strips to be the back hinge portion for the hinges. But it needs like a little lip for the hinges to sit on, so I'm going to cut it at 1 inch, and then hopefully that also gives it enough clearance to clear when it opens. So hopefully the 1 inch is sufficient. I hate ripping wood, but I'm gonna rip this piece. Well, folks, there it is. Halfway put together. Wow, what a challenge. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards not lining up because I did not calculate for the fact I should have odd numbers for each of these so that every other one is on the end when it pulls out. I'm also having some CBD coffee right now. But hey, it's sort of together. It's a mango. And hey, works. Just hanging out on my bench, having some CBD coffee. So I went to yoga, and then I came back feeling amazing, and I want to figure out how to get this working. But I'm just having fun being out here and looking at my new fridge. Yeah, I'll get it finished probably tomorrow.